Yeah.
So, Trevor, you want to tell all the fine folks at home what this game is again?
Right. Well, it's just a sort of an introduction. This is a fairly new title on Steam. It only came out a few weeks ago. We're just playing this as a break from Katawa Shoujo now that we've beat Hanako's route. And this is Memories Dogma. It's the first episode of an episodic visual novel series. As this is new, the other episodes aren't out yet.
I don't know anything about it.
Right. It's a near-future science fiction thriller visual novel. And it's according to the Steam reviews, it seems to be about 10 hours long. So
just the first episode?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you... Jesus.
Well, I guess there's some different routes, but it's been pretty well reviewed. So
how do you have different routes on the first episode of something?
Maybe it doesn't have different routes, or it's just really long. I don't know.
Well,
but yeah, it's people like it.
I know Trevor. He likes this blue-haired chick right there.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because we did this recording twice because the recording screwed up the first time.
In the first minute.
Yeah, we only got like a few seconds in, so we didn't spoil anything.
And I like the little girl with not little girl, but
in the corner,
the little gun.
Yeah,
I should say.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what the police use.
She is kawaii
in Japan, so she's
anyways.
Probably
we
police
should
officer.
Started
yeah,
already.
But it's a blue-haired girl, moe as fuck. Just Christian, zoom in on her and put the text moe as fuck, and then throw some pixel shades on her.
All right, and for future Christian, put kawaii as fuck next to my waifu there.
Okay, the right-headed girl, or the gun girl, you mean?
Yeah, the gun girl.
Okay,
I like her.
Right. Yeah,
okay, anyways, let's start it already, and then fight over what route to do.
Okay.
You know what we should do?
He all knows we're picking the blue-haired girl first. Blue-haired girl's best girl.
No, if we actually have to choose between them, we should just roll a dice or something.
Yeah. Okay. Opening quote. If my perception is something that should belong to me, then that perception is something that must be part of my very being. The visible and the invisible. Maurice Merleau-Ponty.
Start a game with quotes. It's edgy and cool. But put that...
So deep, girl.
Future Christian, you better put what I just said, in quotes on the black screen there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's main character. He's not voiced, as I recall.
Yeah, I don't think he is, but other people are voiced.
Okay, so he's wearing the headphones, so I'll just sort of wait a moment before reading to let y'all hear a little of the voice or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you still remember 3 years ago on this day, what you were doing, who were you with, and where you were? I know I don't.
It's, I was probably alone shitposting on the internet.
There's practically no one who would be able to answer that if asked on the spot.
In my room.
Human memories are constantly being written and rewritten. Sometimes the order of information gets mixed up, or the events themselves are recorded incorrectly inside the database that is the human brain. It's impossible to tell when memories will be updated or deleted, and it's uncertain whether or not someone's recollection of certain events is even correct or not. The more one tries to remember, the more they find themselves forgetting, and yet a simple sound, smell, or object could become the trigger to help recall even the vaguest of memories vividly. These collection of memories, a vague amalgamation. God, I had a thing in my throat, trying not to cough, I swear.
Yeah.
Amalgamation of information itself are what allows humans to say with certainty, I am me. Why are you, you? There aren't many things you could say to answer that.
Well, because I couldn't stand being Christian.
Shut up.
Oh, shit!
My own experiences, the words left behind by long dead men that I've read, the words someone spoke that I then assimilated as my own, a combination of all that is why I think I am me, is the only real answer you could come up with. However, all of these are nothing but your own experiences. The moment information transmitted by someone else is received by you, you filter it through your own perception and it becomes your own experience. Everything becomes assimilated as your experiences, and that information then gets recorded as your memories. Then would that not mean that a person's self is comprised of only their memories? If that really is true, then what? What about her? Who's her? And waking up. As I open my eyelids, I can see the scenery above me dyed a deep crimson. Yeesh. There's more orange to me. A faint scent of antiseptic tickles my nostrils. That was voiced, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I guess I should read it. It's in Japanese. It's not like anyone who's not half paying attention should be able to hear me saying it.
Well, I mean, I like to listen to Let's Plays like this in the background too, so...
I raise my head a little to make sure my body still functions. The first thing that enters my vision is the AR display.
Yeah, so augmented reality.
A translucent screen filled with various numbers and words.
And a Pokemon. I'll have to catch that later.
What Pokemon?
I was making a Pokemon Go joke because it's augmented reality.
I never played Pokemon Go.
Well, I didn't either, but I still know how it works. Like, you wave the fucking phone camera around, then you see Pikachu, and you catch it, and you can.
Nobody even plays that game anymore. And by the time this video comes out, it'll be completely dead.
I mean, it's still pretty popular. Like, just because it's not, like, as popular as it was initially, like, you know...
Next, I can see my body.
Like, look, even crack cocaine loses its popularity after a while.
Tucked into some sterile sheets with only my arms poking out of it. My left wrist is wrapped in a white bandage.
It's to seal the demon inside. If this were released, my
hospital,
level 12 wizard powers...
Oh, wait. Hiroki's our character?
Yeah.
Okay, so our character has voiced lines when he's actually talking.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen this scenery many times before.
You also interrupted my Chinibyo joke, you
Oh,
dick lord.
you were making a Chinibyo joke? I don't care.
Fuck you.
My hazy consciousness slowly starts to grow clear as I realize the sound of someone clacking away on a keyboard. I look towards the direction of the sound and I see my friend, Amamiya
Kaoru?
Oh, this is all according to my Kaoru.
Yeah.
I had to make that joke. Put that ancient meme on the screen, future Christian. Yeah. Kaoru sitting at my bedside, engrossed in his old laptop.
Eating potato chips.
He notices me looking at him and raises his face from the monitor. Yo! What's with that disgruntled expression? Do you really hate me being here so much? Well, yeah.
Yes, we do. Fuck off with your potato chips. Leave.
What's the date? It's August 26, 2030. It's been about, 6 hours since you were brought to the hospital.
Right, so it's, just like... Because, the way they talk, like, the guy was actually still talking as I started my sentence. I'd say, like, it's a little strange hearing you about that once when I have the headphones on, so...
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll let you put on the headphones, just...
Oh, no, it's alright.
Right, just...
I can wait a few extra seconds when he starts talking.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Just because I know people like hearing the Japanese voice
well, it helps deliver some emotion, so, like...
Is there a good mix between the background music and the voice volume?
Yeah, it sounds good, so...
Okay. I see. I failed again. I mutter as I stare at my bandaged left wrist. Hearing me, Kaoru lets out a dry laugh.
Let's call him L from now.
Haha, man, you just don't learn, do you? What? Cutting your wrist is the least guaranteed way of killing yourself. I thought I told you this time. Told you this last time. Well, our characters cutting themselves. That's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Right. It's the saying is down the road, not across the street. But you shouldn't do anything with the street here because your street's just fine. Also, and you shouldn't kill yourself, kids.
I know this is really random, but like I'm looking at this background right now, and like it's a nice background and all. It's just only on the bed sheets I can sort of see like this sort of painted look for like the ruffles of the sheets. Right. Everywhere else I don't see it. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's a 3D model for most part. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just. Yeah, I get what you're saying, like a bit of a dissonance in the style, yeah. No, nice. Right. Nice. You're also the one who alerted the authorities last time. Well, you gotta be like that, man. I mean, we're just trying to end it all. Yeah, it's like Yagami here. He's making sure Hiroki doesn't kill himself, you know? It's a pretty good friend. But yeah, it's what's with visual novel protagonists and the letter H in their first name? Like, first it's Asao, then it was Hiroki. And? I don't know, it's just that's just the thing that happens. Yeah, it happens twice. Out of two. That's 100% Christian. Yeah, well, I have 100% no death rate so far, therefore I'll never die. Yeah. That's science. Well, if we play Sunrider, the guy is Kato Shield, so you know that's not an H. Wevs. Sheesh, put yourself in my shoes for a bit. My summer break's ruined because of you. Well, he's not wrong. Yeah. He's not wrong. I mean, at all. It's like, man, your suicide attempts are so inconvenient, man. Like, I was gonna game Call of Duty all fucking day, and then you have to go and slice your wrists open, and it's like, look, I can't get quick scope headshot collaterals with you bleeding all over the fucking carpet. You know how hard that is to clean up? Fuck you, we're going to the hospital, Hiroki, okay? I my potato chips are gonna be stale by the time I get back from the hospital, okay? It's fucking true. Dick Lord. It's true. Okay, it's gone. Leave me alone. I never asked for your help. You can go enjoy your summer break by yourself. You think I'd be here right now if I could actually cut ties with you? Oh, this smug motherfucker. I love him already.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Also, I like how he said cut ties over a guy that tried to cut his wrist to kill himself.
If you really feel sorry, then help me with my linear algebra homework. Okay, I thought the goal here was to make Hiroki not want to kill himself. I mean, it wasn't said, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, like, but the thing with linear algebra is you don't want to kill yourself because it's like, man, everything seems better now. Like, you look and it's like, man, you know, like, my family might be dead and I might have lost my job and
you know, it's
my
funny.
dog has cancer, but it's not linear algebra.
We both laughed bitterly at that. Hey, Hiroki. Kaoru stares at me with a serious gaze. I didn't need to pause for that one. It's fucking thoughts. Do you really want to meet Serrano-chan that badly? Okay, dead childhood friend. Got it. Main character's problem.
Yeah.
Calling it now. I avert my gaze and stare out the window. It's sundown. Serrano. Mizunashi Serrano. The girl I'd spent 3 years of my life with. Last month, she suddenly died. Knew it!
Okay, it's very recent. I figured this was like something that happened a few years ago.
According to the police, she'd suddenly jumped out of an alleyway into a passing car near Fuchu... How do you jump out of an alleyway into a... Well, I guess if it's just she ran out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm thinking. I'm imagining her jumping out of an alleyway window for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Ever since I heard the news, I've tried cutting my wrists multiple times. I simply pressed down on my left wrist.
That'd be pretty painful.
I'm not really sure. It's just every now and again it feels like Serrano suddenly starts calling to me. And when that happens, I put more pressure onto the hand that's pressing down. I feel a slight sensation of pain run through my body. Doing this lets me feel at least a little closer to Serrano. Dude.
Yeah, it's
dude's crawling on the outside of his skin.
Yeah. So definitely not the healthiest approach to trying to feel again.
Why is this guy not seeing a therapist right now?
He might be seeing a therapist. We don't know. Oh, we've met as his friend.
Kaoru continues staring at me for a minute and then suddenly touches his left wrist. Not because he cut his wrist like me, but to start up his MRD.
Which, yeah, that's like the sci-fi element of this game.
Whoa! It's like the iPhone or the Apple Watch, except not freaking stupid.
No, it's like Google Glass mixed with the smartwatches.
Mobile Augmented Reality Device, or MRD for short. It's the latest model of portable terminals.
It lets you bust viruses with battle chips.
It looks like a bangle, so you can wear it on your arms. You can use it to listen to music or kill time playing mobile games, but using an AR virtual holographic display to surf the web or call people are its primary functions.
Because I always thought that, I need my porn to be projected onto a wall.
Who among us hasn't thought that?
Nice. Yeah.
The National Identification System was abolished 2 years ago, so all personal information is managed by your MRD as well.
Can you click that blue text?
Yes, I can.
Okay, right. So this game has a log system that explains all the concepts.
My number system. A unique number assigned to each individual citizen. This number facilitates the sharing of relevant personal information between government agencies. It was designed to make systems like Social Security and taxes easier for people to manage, while at the same time reducing the amount of human error in processing such things. However, a number of fraudsters are utilizing the relative ignorance of most people about how the My Number system works, giving birth to a new problem. With the advent of MRD's personal identification system in 2028, the implementation of My Number system was terminated.
Right, so I guess that's just like the Japanese equivalent of the social insurance, or like the, what is it, like social insurance number, or whatever it's called?
Yeah. You can also use it to make electronic payments at convenience stores, train stations, and the like. It also serves as identification to go into certain facilities or when you need proof of identity to request certain services. There's almost no one in Japan today who doesn't have one. I'm sorry, weren't we talking about Hiroki cutting himself and not an advertisement for the Apple Watch?
Okay, but it's a certain amount of exposition is needed to explain this concept. Like, it can't just be, and then he shot, like, Pokemans out of his wrist, and we're just supposed to accept that. Like, no. Unless he cut his wrist and he bleeds Pokemons, which would be
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I was just sort of jumping from one thing to another, weirdly to me. The only people who walk around with old laptops like Kaoru are enthusiasts or people who need one for work.
Also, I like it on the right. It says unactive instead of inactive.
Oh, is unactive not a word?
I guess it's kind of a word in that you can add like you can add un in front of words, like
Future Christian Post. Find out about that in post results.
But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the opposite of active is inactive, not unactive.
Yeah.
Unless it's actively not doing things.
An AR display showing a website pops up in front of me. Look. This is the Connect Center. As I'm sure you know, people who die have their memories electronically transcribed and recorded here. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, it's why it's called Memories Dogma.
Well, I didn't know that. You wouldn't tell me anything about the game until we started playing it.
I didn't really know a whole lot about the game myself. I didn't want to spoil anything, so...
Okay. Yeah. That's a big... pointy, penis joke. Who would make a penis joke at those buildings?
Like, yeah, like, not only is it a giant, like, uncompensating for something shaft, it also has, like, 3 scrotes.
The Connect Center. The joke deepens.
It's, thrown an Xbox Connect on top of it.
No. The chain events that led to its founding are, in some sense, a dark chapter in our history. 3 years ago, a certain university's research succeeded in electronically transcribing and preserving a person's memories using a technology called e-memory.
Do you want to click e-memory? Just scroll wheel up. Yeah, it's click it right there at the bottom.
E-memory. I can't click it.
Oh, go back then. Tips maybe. Right, e-memory is there at the top.
Technology that digitizes human memories and stores it as data. It's this technology that serves as the foundation for the Connect service that Connect Center provides, which allow you to speak with the memories of the deceased. What? Because there were many incidents where people illegally copied others' memories and used them for foul purposes. I don't even want to know what kind of purposes people do with that. There was a large public outcry for stricter regulation regarding the digitization of memories. In response, government passed the Memory Preservation Act in 2028, which forbade the digitizing of any living person's memories. Today, in 2030, it's only the dead whose memories are digitally preserved.
Well, like, I don't think it's just, like, as far as you said, you don't know what stuff it's used for, like... It's probably not just like, oh, like herpaderp sexual stuff. Like, okay, let's say you have like a state employee with security clearance. If you can copy their memories, you can ask them, hey, what's the password to your computer or something like that.
Oh, well, yeah, and, okay, people would still use it for fucking gross shit.
Yeah, they'd be like, okay, now call me daddy or whatever. But like, yeah, that'd just be one of, that wouldn't be the biggest deal as you don't want them getting the launch codes. This should have been a groundbreaking invention that would have helped humanity greatly in their daily lives. How? Just for one, you can talk to dead people, and you can, like, if you forget something, you can store your memories and be like, that's where I left my fucking car keys.
Yeah, but it's like, I know, that just sort of seems like one of those things where, like, if you're inventing it, it's like, well, Jesus, I can't imagine how anyone could use this for bad stuff. Okay, but plenty of people invented shit that they knew could have been used for bad stuff, but they did it because they knew it could be used for good stuff. Well, whatever then. I mean, like atomic power. Science, because we learned to blow shit up first. In fact, you have to blow shit up first to be able to use power. That's what it basically is. However, contrary to expectations, e-memory started being used for criminal purposes. Oh, wait, way to undermine me, fucking visual novel. Contrary to expectations, no, you would expect it. Like, cars can be used for bad shit too, but you have to expect there's gonna be some bad shit, just that it does a lot of good shit too. For example, some people use it to electronically copy a person's memories without permission and then spy on their lives. The freaking creepers. then that information would be sold to people with more perverse motives for their entertainment.
You find out which panties the cutie moe girl wears every single day.
People who found enjoyment from such things realized that there was nothing else that could compare and sought after even more stimulating memories. In the end, the worst thing imaginable ended up happening. People were kidnapped and subjected to violent acts, and their memories of that experience were uploaded onto the internet. Oh, Jesus Christ!
ASMR really got hardcore in the next few years.
Yes, it did. Jesus Christ.
Like, I thought that one where the emotos, like, lick your ear was, getting on the pushing the envelope kind of side, but I guess, like, it's like, what does it feel like to get run over by a car? It's like, it's like those people that go on Live Leak and watch the gore stuff just to be shocked, but it's like the next level.
Yeah, the Nightmare Memory Incident. The umbrella term for a string of kidnapping incidents that took place between 2027 and 2028. The common link between these incidents was that each victim's memories were uploaded online. More specifically, the victims were subject to inhumane violence, and memories of that experience were uploaded and experienced by people all over. Why the fuck would you want to experience that?
Well, again, but it's like the Live Leak thing where people, like, go, they just find people getting, like, shot or whatever, or, like, smashed by a car, or, like, dying just because it's there. It's like that, Rick and Morty thing in the Purge episode where he's like, look, like, what is it, like, it's Morty's the scientist and Rick's the kid? Or it's like...
No, other way around.
Okay, right, sorry, I've only seen that one episode that you showed me. But yeah, it's like it's Rick saying to Morty, it's like, look, like, if there's a video of someone getting beheaded on the internet, you mean you don't click it? And he's like, what? No? It's those are the two kinds of people. The Ricks of the world are the people that like those nightmare memory shit.
The event scarred almost all of the victims. This was seen as a huge societal problem, and there was a public outcry demanding regulation of the digitization of memories.
What if someone, like, took that and, like, it's stuff like Two Girls, One Cup, like, whereas, like, the shock videos that kind of were on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
What if someone took the people of the memories of the people doing that and then uploaded the internet? It'd be, like, double.
We're not going to go there.
Yeah.
The ringleaders behind this atrocity were arrested, but the government took a hard stance after this incident and made the copying of living humans' memories illegal. Yeah, because, what they were doing before was perfectly legal.
Yeah.
But now that they made it even more illegal, now nobody will do it for sure.
Yeah.
The law that regulates electronic preservation of memories, it was ratified in 2028. A person's memories were classified as sensitive personal information, and a living person's memories could not be electronically duplicated, regardless of whether or not they wish it. In addition, unauthorized persons are forbidden from electronically duplicating a dead person's memories, and uploading anyone's memories to the internet, dead or alive, is a punishable offense. Only authorized persons or organizations screened by a government panel have the authority to deal with memories of the dead. So is this a global thing or just Japan?
I imagine it'd get global pretty quickly. It might just be Japan, though. But one of the things I'm thinking of is, like, I guess I don't know how this specifically works, but, like, what if someone shoots you in the head? Because, like, you can't preserve the memories until you're dead, right? They don't preserve living people's memories anymore. So, like, what if someone just blows your brains out?
Well, then you can't get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because, like, that's the thing. Like, if you had a dead person and, like, you stabbed them to death in the stomach, it's like, oh, who did that? Oh, look, it was Ted. Arrest Ted. Here's the evidence. Here's Ted killing them. But, like, if you shoot them, like, yeah, then it's like, okay.
Well, they probably just wore masks or shit.
Yeah.
Then, after trying to find a solution to making e-memory safe and useful, the government created a facility to store the memories of dead people, the Connect Center.
It had a bunch of shitty mini-games and horrible motion recognition.
At the Connect Center, you can access the memories of the dead and speak with them. You can hear the voices of your dead family, friends, and loved ones.
That's a bit of a mixed bag.
But that's not the fucking person, though. That's just their memories.
I can see why it'd be comforting, though.
You know that they only keep the memories of people for 49 days after they die, right? Yeah. Serrano-chan died last month on the 13th. Her memories are going to be digitombed on the 31st of this month. This is the last week you'll be able to talk with her.
By the way, like, a lot of these have seemed to be fairly redundant for the most part, so, like...
The term used for when a dead person's memories are deleted from the Connect Center database. It modeled the word after Japan's traditional funeral practice of entombment and cremation. A person's memories... Well, then what the fuck is the point of keeping them in the first place? If you're gonna get rid of them that fucking quickly.
Well, like, I guess it's a lot of data storage and all that, but, like...
Yeah, but it just seems pointless.
Well, I mean, like, you might need certain valuable information and stuff like that, so...
I guess that's true.
And, like, it's like, that's just at the Connect Center. Like, they do have, like, authorized government agents, or authorized agencies. So let's say there's a private business that, like, has, like, memory insurance or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could exist.
Digitoming of memories, simply put, is just deleting data.
Yeah, so, like, it's... Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as, like, clicking on the things, a lot of times it seems like it's just kind of breaking up the pacing. So do you want to keep clicking on every one of them just to be sure, or...
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Okay, fair enough.
In other words, the government's basically telling the people left behind that they have this long to get over it. Pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds very Japanese government of a thing to do.
Why not go hear Serrano-chan's voice at least once before her memories disappear from this world?
Because she's not real, man!
Maybe that'll help you find some kind of closure. That may be true, but... Hesitation. Why didn't I stop Serrano back then? Why did I let her die? I still can't forgive myself, even now. Ignoring me, who's gone silent, Kaoru stretches his hand towards my pillow and stops at my MRD, which is laying on the bedside table. He picks it up and places it before me. Come on, let's at least go to the building, okay? But... It'll be fine, come on! Look at that thumbs up, you can trust that guy.
Yeah. It's, let's pick his route.
I hesitate for a bit, but I eventually reach out and take my MRD back from Mamma Mia.
Like, I got all my augmented reality porn there, I can't let you have this shit.
We're just leaving again after... If that's at least a second or third attempt of trying to kill yourself, wouldn't we be under, like,
Suicide watch?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I was fortunate or not, but while I was unconscious, they'd been pumping food into my stomach and had me on an IV. So even though I was still a bit out of it, sneaking out of the hospital didn't prove difficult. Okay, yeah, he snuck out.
Yeah, that answers the question.
Okay.
Was that on the screen while we were talking about
Yes.
that? Because, okay,
Yes,
there's totally
it
a
was.
viewer that read that ahead of time. It's like,
Of course they read it ahead.
The answer's right there, dipshits. And then well, actually, no one leaves mean comments because no one comments on our videos. Please comment on our videos. Even if you're an asshole, we appreciate your comments.
The Connection Center here in Tokyo is only a short walking distance away from Fuchu Station, the station closest to here. It seems that there was a grand opening ceremony for when it opened 2 years ago.
That'd be when you do it.
It's about a 30-minute walk from the hospital I'd been taken to. We've got a nice cool breeze today. Really? Yeah, come on, you know how hot it's been these past few days.
I guess he doesn't.
For a while now, I haven't even taken note of things like the outside temperature. Man, it feels like it's been a while since I last walked down this street. Yeah, me too. Until just a while ago, Kaoru and Serrano all used to walk down this street.
As streets are made for.
Me, Kaoru, and Serrano.
Yeah.
I absent-mindedly continue to reminisce about the past, about the time before I met Kaoru and Serrano.
It's like back then, like cutting your wrist was like a Beyblade thing, and he's like the champion.
I moved here to Fuchu City around the time I entered high school. Of course he did. In order to run away from all my problems, I came here to live alone. God damn it, man. Could he be any more of an edgelord? I forget what the reason for it was, or if there was even a reason to begin with. But it all started around my last year of middle school. My classmates started distancing themselves from me.
Maybe it was the trench coat that I called myself Dark Flame Lord Erdogan.
The people who I thought were my friends started ignoring me.
Maybe it's because I constantly told them I had magic wizard powers sealed behind my third eye.
I don't think they were aware of the fact that they were just distancing themselves from me. Eventually it just started feeling like they were making fun of me. If I ever asked about it, they'd joke around and deny it. As time went on, they stopped even joking around when I asked, and their words took on a nastier tone. In the beginning, I simply tried to ignore their harsh words. But one day, I couldn't stand it anymore. What the hell? One day I shouted that at the classmates I thought were my friends. My shout reverberated across the room, and the whole class went silent. I got really embarrassed after that. Why did I have to yell so loudly? Thinking back on it now, I was probably just hoping to be saved. I wanted people to realize I still existed. I wanted someone to understand the depths of my suffering. My friends were silent for a bit before awkwardly looking away. Then, with an annoyed tone, they told me, "Don't talk to us anymore." What the fuck's their problem? I couldn't understand why. I wanted someone to tell me why, at least. But no one would. So I just silently let it all happen. My existence had been deemed unnecessary by them.
You think you're going to be a dick, you could at least explain why?
That's not what dicks do, though.
Yeah, but like, if there's a reason, just tell them, and like, they won't probably change in time for you, but I don't know, they can change in the future.
I was left with a profound feeling of loneliness all the way up until the graduation ceremony. At the same time, my relationship with my parents began to fall apart as well. I didn't find out why until much later, but anyone could see that my mother's actions were getting stranger by the day. Soon enough, she had trouble doing even basic household chores, and eventually she was hospitalized. My father's job required him to transfer often, so even during elementary school, I switched schools quite often. The constant moving around kept on increasing the burden on my mom and I. And in the end, I think it must have broken her.
Did he say mom and I?
I don't think he did,
Right.
I just slipped.
Yeah.
I wonder how long she had to endure the constant worrying. Did my mom have to suffer the same kind of abuse I did from my friends in middle school? Why would she?
Yeah, like...
Is his dad have a bad, job or something? Was he involved in that whole memory thing? The nightmare memory shit?
It could just be that, like, in the sense that if he has a job that, like, requires you to be a workaholic, that he just sort of be very distant, I guess is what he's trying to get at.
Only she knew. If only I could read people's thoughts. If only I'd known about the sorrow she kept in her heart, maybe things would have ended up that way.
Okay, so I'm guessing she died before the memory thing was in place.
My father agreed instantly when I brought up the idea of living alone. I'm sure he was exhausted from dealing with my mother's condition as well. I wonder what my father was thinking the day I left home.
Good piece of shit, so to the host, no more bills to pay.
Because of what I experienced in middle school, I didn't feel like talking to anyone in high school. Even if I was able to get along with someone, who knows when they just turn on me again. Well, yeah, that's high school for you.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it'd be pointless to try and build any new relationships. Middle school especially. Just gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know, I had a more positive experience overall.
I did not.
Yeah, no, more.
I was done being told, "We don't need you anymore," from the people I thought were my friends. The pain from being alone after being rejected is far worse than the pain of being alone from the very beginning. Very soon I found myself as a loner in my class. The first people to talk to a loner like me were Kaoru and Serrano.
They were also loners, so we figured we could all be loners together.
Who is this Serrano chick now? Probably one of the girls on the cover.
Yeah, it's, at least in my guess, I'm figuring she's probably the blue-haired girl. Because, that seems like the most mysterious.
A familiar building comes into view and my thoughts return to the present. A white brickwork building. The cake shop, Zelkova. I must know more. A cake shop that lies in the main street running through Fuchu City. Their shortcake and Mont Blanc are highly acclaimed.
Not going to explain the name? That's why I wanted you to click on it. It's like, why did they call it Zelkova? No.
You can see a faint orange glow spilling out from the doorway as well. Oh, Zelkova. We'd always come here after tests and stuff to celebrate. Freaking rubbing salt in the wound, a little fella. Or maybe he's not, I don't know. I honestly remember having to treat you guys when we came here more than the taste of their cakes. We used to have contests to see who could score the highest on our final exams, and the loser would treat everyone to cake. The one who proposed that contest was me. I thought it'd be something fun to get us more motivated to do well on tests. I remember back then Kaoru was super pumped to do it, but Serrano was kindly trying to refuse. I only learned that they were among the top of our class later on. I'm sure you can imagine the test results. Ha ha ha, it's funny.
Yeah.
So every time we had exams, one way or another, we'd all end up agreeing to the contest, and of course, I was the one who ended up treating everyone every time.
That's some brilliant strategic skills there.
Yeah.
I know last time I lost, but this time I might get some cake.
It was a terribly nostalgic memory. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now, since this whole thing's about memories. End of the visual novel. Turns out this whole thing was just another dude looking at Hiroki's memories or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool twist. Hopefully, you didn't spoil it.
Well, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
As I thought, you're still holding a grudge, aren't you? Can't be helped, man. Serrano was number 1 in our class. You always complained about how you didn't understand the course material, but then you'd still get a pretty good score anyway. Haha, you just never took those tests seriously, Hiroki. Really, it certainly felt like I was. Serrano-chan used to say it a lot too. Whenever Hiro-kun's seat is behind mine, I can always tell when he falls asleep. Did she really say that? Yeah, she did. She also said Hiro-kun must be from planet Sleepyhead.
The best planet?
Huh. What kind of conversations did we have back then? How unmotivated of a person was I? I honestly don't remember any of it all. But there's one thing I can say for sure. I was truly happy during the times I was with Serrano. Then on that day, those happy times were destroyed.
So this might be a good scene to.
Oh wait, no! Look at the text.
I know. It's.
No, I want to see where this goes first.
Right, but it's leave it on suspense.
I don't want to leave it on suspense.
We can just film the next episode literally right after this one.
Okay, everyone. If you want to find out what happens next in the next episode, you can thank Trevor. We're not going to find out right now.
That's how you get to watch the next episode.
All right, everyone. Tune in next time, and we'll find out why Serrano says I think it's better that we don't meet anymore, Hiro-kun.
It's because she turns out she has diabetes, and he's like, look, I'm eating too much cake. You got to do better on the tests.
Oh, no, but I like this so far.
Yeah,
it'd probably be nicer if I could actually hear the music and voice acting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can wear headphones next time.
Yeah,
I can
switch for the next episode.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, I got used to get perfect scores on the algebra assignments, and I can't for the life of me remember anything what algebra is now.
Well, it's like, when you have
useless.
it's
useless.